What would a prison on Venus look like? Venus is Earth's evil twin. It's almost exactly the same size and has a similar mass. But while Earth is a paradise, Venus is a fiery hellscape. A prison on Venus would have to be located in the upper atmosphere, probably in the form of a floating city. To withstand the pressure and the heat, it would need to be made of acid-resistant materials, probably the same stuff they used to build the space shuttle. But hey, at least it wouldn't be boring, and if that doesn't work, we can always send the prisoners to the surface. And since there's almost no wind in the upper atmosphere of Venus, we can use giant solar arrays to get energy. Would anyone even dare to escape from a prison on Venus? I don't think so. The planet itself is the ultimate warden. So what do you think? Would you rather spend 10 years in prison on Earth or 10 minutes in a prison on Venus? Let me know in the comments. On the one hand, Venus is extremely hostile, so it would be really hard to build anything there. On the other hand, it's also very far away from Earth, so it wouldn't be easy to smuggle in building materials. Plus, there's the problem of communication. How would you talk to someone if they were in a prison on Venus and you were on Earth? The distance is just too great. Even light would take 20 minutes to travel between the two planets. We'll also need lots of energy to keep the acid at bay. With its 465 degrees Celsius heat, 92 times atmospheric pressure, and acid rain, Venus is the deadliest planet in the solar system. But we'll also need special cells for the worst criminals, the ones who don't deserve a second chance. These cells will allow them to enjoy the wonders of Venus up close, with large windows that offer a view of the sulfuric clouds and the scorched earth below. And to make things a little more bearable for them, we can move the prison from side to side so that the prisoners can watch the beautiful Venusian sunsets and sunrises. So, what would a prison look like on such a hostile world? And would it even be possible to escape from it? Let's find out. First things first, forget about the surface. It's just too extreme. As for the cells, we could use the same ones we use on Earth, just reinforced and probably filled with some water to keep the prisoners from turning into raisins. Of course, being in a prison on Venus would still suck because it's an incredibly harsh and unforgiving environment. Okay, jokes aside, could a prison like this ever exist? Well, it's hard to say, but let's assume that all of these problems could be overcome.